Okay.
Hey guys, what's up? MadSeason here, back with another video for you. Well, BlizzCon 2019 has come, and with it, the announcement of a new World of Warcraft expansion.
Incredible.
News with Classic, Diablo 4, Overwatch 2. It's a stacked
Overwatch
convention
1.
this year. As is customary with the channel, I thought it would make a quick but thorough coverage.
The only two is how many
the
times you have to
announcements,
spend money.
focusing on World of Warcraft, since that's the channel's focus. Starting with Classic here, we have what most people expected, and that's the announcement on Phase 2, and that's the world bosses, Azure Ghost
Next week, boys.
as well as the release of
Next
the PvP honor
fucking
system,
week.
all on November 12th.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, now you'll actually have a reason to ruin someone's day, as you'll now get points for it, rank up, and get some nifty rewards.
There
Keep
it
an
is.
eye out for an upcoming honor system guide that I'll be releasing on the channel pretty soon. The next big thing with current, however, is the new expansion, and that's the Shadowlands. The announcement came with 2 videos, a cinematic and a gameplay trailer, both linked in the description.
And we saw both
Without
of those.
Without spoiling too much here, we're launching an expedition into the Shadowlands, which is a realm of decay where the souls of the dead reside. Many new zones, dungeons, raids, and of course new gameplay systems that you'd come to expect were also announced. So let's get into those. Described as being the most major are Covenants. These are factions who reside within the Shadowlands that you can join to progress a unique story, and also gain some rewards, such as armor, mounts, and even new combat abilities. They're integrated into nearly every aspect of the game, and are going to be key with your character progression within the Shadowlands.
Amazing.
You have the Kyrian, the Necrolords, the Night Fae, and Venthyr, each with their own unique style and rewards, and a home base to sort of serve as your order hall that you may remember from Legion.
That's good.
You are to receive 2 abilities for joining each covenant.
This is the one we've seen
one
before.
That's tied to the covenant itself, and a choice of 4 that are unique to each class. So it's designed to give you a lot of variety and choice of how you want to play your character. One aspect of covenants is called soul binding. Basically, you train under certain members of these covenants to gain passive abilities, and these are also customizable to an extent with their own talent trees.
I think
It
this
seems
will be
like
cool.
they're trying to bring
That's
in
what I said
multiple
before.
layers of choice to make for a different experience for players of the same class. The resource of this expansion is moving from azurite to a substance called anima. You collect
They
this
both
to
start
soul
with
bind
A.
with your NPC
That way we
of
can
choice,
keep having AP.
and then you progress through that talent tree. Not a whole lot of details has been shared, other than the fact that it's not like the azurite system, where it's an infinitely grindable resource. It's supposed to be much more toned down from the sounds of it. The max level zone is called the Ma, which has some unique properties. This is described as the black void of the Shadowlands, where the most villainous souls are sent.
That's where the bad boys are
right
at.
now, everyone, including you, are being sent there since we opened up the gateway, so to speak. So you're sent here in the beginning of the
That scene was
expansion,
really fucking cool.
You escape, and then you return at the max level for a more unique gameplay experience. As you adventure inside the zone, your presence will become increasingly known by an entity known as the Jailer,
There it is.
who rules over the Ma. The longer you spend inside, the more annoyed he'll get, and he'll send enemies and whatnot to try and dispatch you. The zone also holds another major gameplay system called the Tower of Torghast. This is
the only
described as
good
an
thing I'm
endless
looking forward to,
dungeon,
really.
doable with up to 5 players, although you can go solo if you'd like. You go through level by level in a randomized dungeon crawl with ever-increasing difficult enemies, but also harder and harder puzzles and whatnot to solve. As the enemies increase in power, however, so do you, and through the collection of anima within the tower, you can improve your character in various ways.
I'm looking forward to this a lot.
Or affixes.
This is the only feature in the new expansion I'm really looking forward to. Seeing how this is going to go.
Combinations that are promised to be different each time. And as a reward for doing all of this, you get items called runes, which you use to craft legendaries. Again, not a whole lot is shared, but legendaries are back in the game. You now craft them from materials that you obtain from
about fucking
Torghast,
time.
and they're designed to be highly customizable by the player, even going as far as being able to choose what slot you equip them in, what affixes you want, and also what secondary stats are tied to them. A big one, I think, is that loot in general, they said, they want to be more in the player's control. Right now, there's so many caches in the game.
It's about
and also
time.
the weekly chests that
It is
the right
about
item type,
fucking time,
let
man.
alone the right stats can be a super grindy thing. You're looking to alleviate this by doing things such as allowing you to choose what stats you want from craftable items,
Yep.
and by modifying the weekly chests for Mythic Plus and PvP.
It gives you a list of items.
Several items to choose
yeah.
from.
That's going to be fucking
And
amazing.
in addition to this, they're looking to make a return to class identity rather than spec identity. What they mean by this is that the specs between the classes right now are so different from each other that they may as well be different classes.
Oh, man.
Fire mages are wildly different than frost mages since they share nearly no abilities, and the same with shadow priests and discipline priests. They're looking to bridge this gap in a few different ways. First is by making some spells no longer spec specific, and also bringing back tool sets such as the auras for paladins, totems for shamans, poisons for rogues, and sharing them all between
and
every
Shattering
spec
Throw.
to give the class more identity.
Shattering Throw.
It's more in line with the vanilla style of the game, which sounds pretty good to me.
It's obviously
And
been
the
influenced
leveling
by Classic.
experience has also gone under some major
At least I feel
changes
like it
once
is.
again. First is the squish. We're all having our levels adjusted, and the new max is 60, with our current level 120 being brought down to 50. So 50 to 60 will be your Shadowlands experience, and note that nothing but the level range is supposed to change with this, meaning that challenge-wise, everything else is relatively the same.
Yeah, we'll
What
see
won't
how
be
that
the
goes.
same, however, are the actual level ranges. Right now, with world scaling, you have some pretty good freedom with where you want to level in the game, as displayed with the following ranges.
It's pretty
When
massive.
the level squish comes, for 10 to 50, you'll be able to choose any one of the game's
I feel
previous
it's kind of weird how
expansions
everything
to serve
just
as the
scales, though.
environment for your 40-level journey. The Cataclysm Eastern Kingdoms,
a bit too gamey for me.
Kalimdor, Outlands, Northrend, all the way up to and including Kulturas and Zandalar from BFA can all be your choices, so you can actually experience the full story of the expansions before you outlevel them.
Yeah.
I'm sure that some will be faster than others, but overall, the entire leveling process will be much quicker.
Yeah, I can't wait to
compared
level
what
in
it is
WoD
now,
in 5 minutes.
Which may be a
It's
good
gonna be
thing
fucking
or a
amazing.
bad thing, depending on your perspective. And notice that I didn't even cover 1 to 10 yet, and that's because they have a new zone for this called Exile's Reach, complete with its own story and introduction to the game.
Wow.
New players are forced to use this as an option as their first character, whereas if you already have a max level or level 50
They
at
better
this
make
point,
that good.
you can choose any of the
Or
original
people are never
starter
gonna play
zones
the
in
fucking
as
game.
well, if you so please. And since we're talking about new characters, we should also mention the improvements to character customization.
Which is nice.
Character creation across the board is receiving upgrades. A few tidbits they mentioned is the ability to separate faces from eye colors, more options in general, including body paint. And in addition to this, you're also now able to make every single race, including allied races, Death Knights. So good news for all of you pandas out there.
Oh, great.
There's also a new pet alpaca that you can buy from the pet shop, and proceeds from this will be donated to charity for we.org and Make-A-Wish. Similar
For
to
the
last year's
until the
BlizzCon.
end of the year.
And
Let's
since
keep
we're
that in
talking
mind.
about the shop, the Shadowlands is purchasable now if you care to pre-order. There are 3 editions available. The base edition gives you early access to the Death Knight unlocks.
Great.
The heroic edition gives you the same, and also
You get that
120 character
stupid
boost,
ass
soon to
mount.
be 50. The ensorcelled Everworm flying mount.
Oh, boy.
And the Eternal Traveler's transmog
The
set.
Cosmic
And the
Dildo.
final epic edition gives all of the above, and also 30 days game time, the Anima Wormling pet, a special Hearthstone effect, and a weapon illusion called Wraith Chill.
Wait, I just realized. So now do we have 120 boosts in the game? Are 120 boosted in the game now? I'm never leveling in BFA again. I'm never. I don't care. Like, I'm gonna. If my character is level 113, I am 119. I am buying the boost. I am never leveling in BFA ever fucking again, man. Like, holy shit. Gives 388 ammo. That is awesome. I'm so happy.
They cost 40, 60, and 80 US dollars respectively.
Yep.
But that's about it. For all of the major stuff anyways. Like I said, I wanted to focus mainly on World of Warcraft since that's the focus
Makes
of
me
the channel.
so mad, dude.
I also wanted to talk about Diablo 4 a little bit as well, so
Fuck
you might
yeah,
see a
dude.
video on that pretty soon.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Overall, in my opinion, the Shadowlands is looking like it has some potential, but it's still too early to tell.
Yeah.
I do like how it seems like they're going back to their roots a bit in regards to the class balance.
Well, they have
and
to.
giving these classes back their core abilities for every spec. I think that's an overall good change, but that might just be the vanilla fanboy in me speaking.
There's a bit of
As
that.
for the other stuff though, we'll just have
bit
to
of
wait and
that.
see. I hope that it's good. I'm rooting for it, and I'm looking for a reason to play it more and get back into it. All in all though, I thought it was an alright convention. I have high hopes for Warcraft and Diablo, and I hope things turn out well for everything else, such as Overwatch 2 and whatnot, but I'm kind of indifferent. The thing I care about is if you found the video interesting or entertaining, like it if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Okay. So we knew a lot of that stuff already. I thought this video was going to be more about stuff that was influenced by Classic WoW.
Mortal.
But either way, I'm kind of excited. Yeah, see, I thought it was going to be with Classic. I was a little bit confused there.